Tim Willcox with BBC World News. Our top story. Protests on the streets of Kuala Lumpur go into a second day as the demands for the resignation of the Malaysian Prime Minister build. The streets of Malaysia's capital have again turned yellow as huge crowds in their distinctive shirts return to large parts of Kuala Lumpur. They're calling for the resignation of the Prime Minister Najib over a financial scandal. Former Prime Minister Mahathir Mohamad also turned out to meet the protesters and joined them in calling for the resignation of Mr Najib, his former ally. The crowds are demanding to know why $700 million was paid into the current Prime Minister's bank account. He denies any wrongdoing. Well, the former Prime Minister, who is now 90, still enjoys widespread influence in Malaysia. He called on the protesters to remove Mr Najib through what he called people power.
There is no more rule of law. The only way for the people to get back to the old system is for them to remove this Prime Minister. We must remove this Prime Minister. And to remove him, the people must show people's power.
Well, our correspondent Jennifer Pack is in Kuala Lumpur. I spoke to her a few moments ago and asked if we were now seeing an open-ended protest against the current Prime Minister, Mr Najib.
No, Tim, because these protesters have said they're only going to be here for a few more hours until midnight local time, when the country begins to celebrate Independence Day, what they call Merdeka Day. In fact, we're here right on Independence Square where celebrations will take place tomorrow morning, and they have managed to keep the peace with police by not breaking through the barricades. Although police have declared this rally to be illegal, the yellow shirts that they're wearing to be banned, the words Bersih, meaning clean in the Malay language, also banned. These protesters have been outright defiant, but they have maintained their peace. They have tried very hard to respect what the police have said. They set up the barricades around, so far the authorities have not moved against them. But as you can see behind me, their spirits are still extremely high, now going on almost 30 hours into this protest.
And when it comes to the Prime Minister's reasoning for this huge amount of money in his bank account, has he actually said which Middle East donor was responsible?
No, and that's the problem, is that they know it's an anonymous Middle Eastern donor, but they did not say where the money went to, and there's no more explanation, and in fact even the investigation into the case seems to have had some interference from the Prime Minister. The fact that he suddenly sacked the Attorney General, replaced him, also sacked his deputy for questioning him for the handling of this financial scandal, has made many protesters behind me question whether they will ever find out the truth.
Jennifer Pack in Kuala Lumpur.